Hello and welcome all you YSN Live basketball fans for another installment of YSN Live Basketball. It is AAC play opening up with the Canfield Cardinals against the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Hello everybody, Ty Bartell joining you along tonight at Austintown Fitch High School. As we said, it's an aerial battle between Falcons and Cardinals. To real quickly get through the starting five of each team. For the Falcons, it's Gianni Maley, Devin Sherwood, Alan Underwood, Joe Roth, and Deshaun Vaughn Jr. For the Canfield Cardinals, Ryan Petro, Jake Gerdick, Dylan Shapiro, Eddie Russo, and Zane Muckleroy. As Devin Sherwood with the ball tried to feed it inside, he lost it into the hands of the Cards. Here comes Shapiro. Shapiro dishing it out over to Petro. Petro with Underwood on him. Petro dribbling out to his right, now over at the logo, getting it right back. Feeds that corner. A three-point shooting team, a very heavy three-point shooting team in the Cardinals. Working it in, Gerdick, the size of Gerdick, backing down Roth. Couldn't finish, rebounded into the hands of Roth and the Falcons. Here comes Vaughn and Fitch. Oh, what a crossover by Vaughn, but a block down low. Roth couldn't get enough on it to finish with the interior, and a foul is called on the other end. They're going to get the Falcons for one. And that one going to go on to Deshaun Vaughn Jr., the sophomore.
Go, hey, Gerdick, you're in the middle. Get back. Release.
As Petro working that one over to Russo. Russo, Petro, back to Russo. Russo tries to work it, split the defense, picked up the dribble, had to get out to the corner. Zane Muckleroy tries to go with the spin move, dishes opposite wing. Gerdick tries to back down. That's Sherwood on the inside. Back outside three-pointer. Muckleroy can't finish. Hits the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Minute 25 in this one already, as we are scoreless. Both teams kind of jockeying for position on one another. Gianni Maley takes the feed from Vaughn. Back and forth to Vaughn and Maley. Now to Sherwood. Sherwood works it back out to Maley. As we saw Canfield implementing a full court press, it looked like man-to-man defense against the Falcons. Haven't seen Canfield do that a whole lot this season. And not a whole lot of teams pressure Canfield. Sherwood with the quick fire release. That one falls short into the hands of the Cards. Rebounding, trying to get it in transition. Petro dishes it, and that one off the hands of Gerdick. Didn't look like he was ready for the dish. And kind of a mismatch broken play by the Cards in transition. Goes out of bounds, send it back to the Falcons. We're almost 2 minutes ticked away here in this first quarter of play, and we still are scoreless in this one. Gianni Maley trying to put Petro on ice. Maley dishing back out, had a look at it. Sherwood kicks over to Vaughn. Vaughn has Muckleroy on him. Vaughn testing the waters, goes on the attack all the way to the hoop. Couldn't finish, too strong. Rebound in the hands of Sherwood. Sherwood dishes to the corner. Vaughn had that open look, step back, three up, put it up and in. What a pretty move by Deshaun Vaughn Jr. 3-0 Falcons as he splashes it home. Pressure is on. Petro has the look, the dish inside. Oh, Gerdick had the seam and had the finish. Back within one are the Cards. Underwood tries to go shake and bake, had to pick up the dribble. Extra pass out. Vaughn likes the look from distance. Oh, he got it again. Deshaun Vaughn feeling it. 2 triples from distance. It's 6-2 to start. Petro with the pressure of the Falcons gets that one over to Russo. Russo finds Muckleroy. Muckleroy, that one looks like it was up and no spin on it. I thought it was blocked. He just has no spin on the shot. Amazing. As Underwood, coast to coast, they're hanging on to the last second. Timeout, Coach Muckleroy and the Cardinals, as the Falcon faithful willed that one through, as it's an 8-2 run to start. 4:42 in the first. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. YSNLive.com.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable, so that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back, everybody, here. Austintown Fitch High School, 4:42 to go in the first quarter of play. Canfield currently down 8-2. Ty Bartel alongside here with you for the call of this one, as the Cards almost lost the handle on that one, tipped by Deshaun Vaughn. They have the mismatch temporarily, and Falcons eventually catch up. Canfield going to set up in a half-court right now. Over to Russo. Russo finds the corner. Gerdick is fed again on the interior. Gerdick tries to use pure muscle, and boy, oh boy. The 6'6" Jake Gerdick, one of the seniors on this Canfield squad, going to be a problem if he's able to figure that shot out too. Falcons have been good at stopping height, but Gerdick more or less finding good positioning down low, and once he gets that feed, he already has a shoulder in front of the defender. Vaughn with 4 minutes and ticking kicks over to Sherwood. Sherwood has to find Underwood again. Allen Underwood attacks inside, tried to put up the reverse, couldn't finish as it hits underneath, as trying to tip the ball away. Deshaun Vaughn ends up with it. 2-on-1, Vaughn goes all the way and finishes it. 8 points in the first for Deshaun Vaughn Jr. A 10-4 lead for the Falcons. Here comes Petro. Petro around Roth, what a finish. Ryan Petro sees an obstacle, dribbles around it, finds a finish, brings Canfield back within 4. 3:18 now. After a stalemate for about the first 4 minutes, these two teams kicking it into overdrive in about 60 seconds of play to the corner. Gianni Maley fires one up. That one falls short. Rebounded Canfield. Russo has the rebound, trying to run it sideline. Whistle was blown, and they're going to call a push on the Falcons on that one. Call that the first foul for either team. Second foul, I should say, for Falcons, as only 2 fouls committed, and both of them are on the Falcons. 3:02 to go in the first quarter of play. Russo was able to inbound that one to Petro, as Petro with Underwood guarding. Back over to Shapiro. Now McElroy, distant shot, up and in. Zane McElroy tried to get the and one on, but they're never more than a 3-pointer away as this Cardinal team. As the 3-pointer finds the stroke from McElroy, Canfield finds themselves back within 1. Gianni Maley off the screen. Maley goes all the way in, and he's going to draw the contact on his trip to the hole. We'll see who this one's called on. This is the first foul called on the Cardinals this quarter. And they're going to get Ryan Petro, one of the guards here for the Cards. Canfield coming into this one, 7 seniors on the roster right now in tonight's game. 5 of them all starting, and all seniors starting 5 for the Cardinals in this one against the Falcons to open up conference play. Gianni Maley's first one takes a couple of bounces and is no good. As we see with that shot, first one no good, 234. And Maley does correct the second of 2 attempts, and it is a 2-point lead now, 11-9 for Fitch. Canfield almost losing that one there, but Petro turning on the Jets. Petro with the pass, nice finish on the flush, on the dunk, all tied up at 11. Jake Gerdick got the baseline, and he found iron. Hands off over to Underwood. Allen Underwood tries to put him on ice, strokes a mid-ranger, and just puts it up and in and responds with a little mid-range J of his own. 2 minutes and ticking. Fitch back up on top by 2. As cross-court pass, trying to get that one into the wing. Here comes Russo. Russo, little hook shot. Couldn't finish, tapped loose. Maley got the ball, and he's out running now for Fitch. Maley to Underwood. Underwood distance shot. That one takes a bounce, no good. Gerdick using his height down low. Sali gets the ball back, though. Evan Sali dishes out to Deshaun Vaughn, fakes the 3 steps in, mid-ranger up, no good, too strong, rebounded Russo. Here come the Cardinals running in transition, getting it to Gerdick, no, tapped out of bounds, as getting his hand on it was Deshaun Vaughn Jr. As it sails out of bounds, gonna keep it is Canfield at 1:26. Couple of substitutions. Harry Slavin, a 6-foot senior, checking in, and he's going to be inbounding for Canfield now. As well as we see number 22, Ryan Schneider, a junior that's checked in, as the back it up and in again. As that one was Gerdick again. Gerdick with 8 points. Marcel Finkley trying to finish, couldn't do so there. All evened up at 13 apiece. 70 seconds to go. Over to the wing. Zane McElroy, distance shot, no good. Tapped back into the hands of Schneider. Couldn't finish that one. Offensive board, no. Into the hands of Maley. Oh, they're putting everybody on ice. Maley slipping and sliding, all kinds of Cardinals. Three-pointer up and in. Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of his way. Kylan Foster makes the triple, 16-13. As Canfield to inbound it. Quick strike ability back and forth between these two teams. You expect anything else from two teams taken to the skies. It's Canfield, it's Fitch, it's Falcons, it's Cardinals here on ysnlive.com. As McElroy, the dish, Schneider has it. Schneider kicks back out. Gerdick uses that strength down low, and he's going to draw the contact. No! Grabbing the jump ball is Kylan Foster, they say. Officials call it a jump ball. Alternating possessions keeps it with Canfield, though, as the arrow does point in favor of the Cards. Inbounding this one from the baseline now as Canfield goes back to the top, finds Zane McElroy back out now to Harry Slavin. Slavin hands off Petro. At 30 seconds and ticking in the first, Fitch leading by 3. Oh, the attack, and getting the block fight down low, and Maley looks like he has it, and it looks like a foul on that is going to be called as Slavin had his hand up and in. They're going to call the reach on Slavin, got contact on the arm. I believe only the second one called on the Cards. 2 fouls apiece by both teams, but Fitch now getting it back at 20.8. Subbing in now, Joey Fusco. Yeah, it's Fusco, the 6-foot senior, another senior on this squad coming off the bench. They got 2 seniors that rotate in off of the bench, and a very, very mature led Cardinals offense and defense. Cardinals team in general might be one of the older teams, if not the oldest in the AAC conference this year. 5 seconds and ticking, holding for the last shot. Vaughn looking to start cooking, takes the 3. Oh, are you kidding me? He gives a look to the Falcon faithful. Says, what else do you expect? A 19-13 lead after 1. We'll be back, another 8 minutes of play after this. ysnlive.com.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter, another 8 minutes to go. Fitch leading by 6 with the ball against the Canfield Cardinals. It's been a game of punch, counter-punch. Deshaun Vaughn Jr. ended the first quarter with a 3-pointer to make the lead 6 for Fitch going into the second. Gianni Maley now with the back pass out to Vaughn. Vaughn with the bounce pass inside to Sherwood. Sherwood takes a little floater and just finds the bottom of the net. Up by 8 now is Fitch as Canfield trying to adjust to the pressure of the Falcons right now. Getting it to the corner. Corner tray is up. Corner tray finds the bottom. As the receiving end of that one, Harry Slavin with his first triple of the night. Shake and bake, can't finish is Underwood, and getting that one out and running it is McElroy. McElroy met by Underwood, shot is up. He drew the foul though, and McElroy gonna go to the line for a pair on the shooting foul. As the foul was called on Alan Underwood, it is his first 3 now for the team as Zane McElroy to get a couple of free throws at the line, chance to trim this to just a single possession lead. As that first one takes a bounce short off front iron and off. Looking to go at least 1 of 2 at the line now is McElroy. The second one takes a bounce around, makes it interesting, does find the bottom. Back within 4 is Canfield. Gianni Maley tries to go shake and bake on Shapiro, over to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. As Shapiro covering Vaughn, Vaughn trying to get an opening, has to pass back out to Maley. Little give and go. As Maley goes to Vaughn, Vaughn goes to Underwood. Underwood making that quick attack to the basket, and they're gonna get him for the foul and gonna get 2 free throws for it. Is Alan Underwood. We'll see who they tag on this one. They're gonna say that one's gonna go on number 13, and that is Joey Fusco, one of the seniors off of the bench, picking up the foul. 3 fouls apiece for both teams now. 6:35, couple free throws coming up, and first one is good for Alan Underwood. Back up by 5 go the Falcons. As Underwood goes 2 of 2 at the line, and the Falcons go up by 6 now. As Shapiro gets that one into Schneider. Schneider kicks it back out. Quick passes, McElroy, distance shot. That one falls short. Out of bounds it goes, back to the Fitch Falcons. As Devin Sherwood to be inbounding to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. bringing it up. McElroy meets Vaughn. Vaughn with that shake and bake. Keeps the ball on it. Keeps his dribble still too. Vaughn isoing to the corner, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Slavin. Slavin taking it, trying to go coast to coast, kicks it to the corner, and McElroy back to the top, swing pass out, 3-pointer is up, no good as it takes a battle around. As grabbing the ball, couple Canfield cards hit the ground as Sherwood tried to get the pass in, goes to the corner in Underwood as Underwood gets to the shoulder, puts a shot up and in with coverage in his face. Nothing you can do about it, folks. That's just great offense by Underwood. 5:33, Canfield looking for the response. Able to get that one out to Schneider. Schneider has an open lane. Schneider takes it to the hole. Can't finish, though, as Underwood grabs that rebound. Schneider pressuring him, now backs off. Underwood goes inside. Whistle is blown. Are they going to get him for the offensive? Yes, they are. Offensive foul called on Alan Underwood. Good positioning by Canfield as looking for a group substitution. Here are the cards. Starters coming back in, and Jake Gerdick, Eddie Russo as well. And then we have Eddie Russo and Jake Gerdick checked back in. Oh, as well as Ryan Petro, excuse me. Mini group substitution, 3 for 3. Ryan Petro and the Cardinals down by 8, 5:10 to go in the second quarter of play. Petro. Cards not rushing to set anything up right now. Going to go out of the half court. Dribbling out to that wing. And they showed double. They showed the trap momentarily. Picking him up, though, is Maley. And they find to Russo. And they find the open man in the wing. 3-pointer is up and good. Harry Slavin again. That's his second triple. Back within 5 is Canfield. Underwood tries to use speed and goes all the way. And they're going to get him for the offensive foul again. As that is going to be a second foul, I believe. Third foul, excuse me, in the first half. And Underwood going to have to get subbed out for Finkley. As Shapiro with Maley covering. Down by 5 are the Cardinals. Shapiro goes to Gerdick. Gerdick at that top of the key, passes off to Petro. Petro with that open lane, couldn't finish but got the foul on his way up. And we'll see who this one's going to be addressed to. They're going to say that one goes on to Deshaun Vaughn Jr. And that is second foul. 32nd timeout being called by the Austintown Fitch Falcons. And we'll also take a real quick break and thank our friends over at YSU.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back, everybody. We got 4:17 left in this first half of play. Ryan Petro going to the line for a pair of free throws. Chance to get Canfield back within one possession of the Falcons, currently leading at 25-20. And that first one again takes a couple bounces around rim and is no good. Ryan Petro will look to at least salvage one of these two attempts. Second one does find the bottom. Back within 4 is Canfield. Petro picking up Maley at the half court. Maley, put him on ice, got past him, kicked out. Sherwood with the 3. Taking the bounce, can't take a finish though, as Vaughn had the ball for a second, worked it back out, and they're gonna call the timeout called on Coach McElroy. They said they had possession, and it was, I believe, a 30-second timeout addressed to the Cardinals. So Cardinals use a timeout, keep possession at 3:58. We'll keep it right here for this one as the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Canfield Cardinals kind of go counter punch to start. We said earlier that the Canfield Cardinals coming in with 5 seniors in their starting rotation tonight, as well as 2 coming off the bench. And they also mix in junior Ryan Schneider, very, very upperclassman team. As far as the Falcons, 3 seniors in their starting lineup. Deshaun Vaughn is a sophomore, Maley is a junior, plus a boatload of juniors, sophomores, and even a freshman that is in the rotation tonight for the Falcons. As Gerdick with the pass inside, nice closeout, turnaround jumper, can't finish, trying to get the rebound down low, able to get it though is Sherwood. As Sherwood gets it over to Vaughn. Deshaun Vaughn, full head of steam to the bucket, has to back out now as Vaughn has to get back out to Maley. 3:30 and ticking in the first half. Maley getting past his defender, goes all the way. That one is blocked, and getting it back is Canfield. Out to Petro. Back over to Gerdick. To Shapiro now. Shapiro fakes the pass, now passes over. Getting it back to Petro. Whistle blown, and I think they are going to send it back to the Falcons on an offensive foul. And they're going to call that one on Dylan Shapiro. And the turnover sends it back to Fitch.
His first team's fourth. With the Falcon lineup, number 12, Evan Sullivan.
As Deshaun Vaughn Jr. with under 3 minutes to go. Fitch inbounding the ball. Currently leading it by 4. As Gianni Maley works it back out to Deshaun Vaughn. Deshaun Vaughn attacks to the basket, tries to get that shot up and couldn't get enough mustard underneath it and losing the handle on it. As Petro now with it. Canfield looking to trim that lead by more. Back out Russo, finding Gerdick on the inside and trying to get the pass broken up with Saul Lee. And the whistle was blown. That's going to put Canfield in the single bonus. 1-and-1 opportunity now for Jake Gerdick at the line with 2:21 And still decent amount of time for Canfield. They can draw fouls. They can draw this thing even before halftime or even take a lead.
Number 23, Kylan Foster.
As the first one from Gerdick is good. And it's a one-possession Fitch lead now, as Canfield has cut it to 3. Cutting it now to 2 is Gerdick at 2:21, 25-23. Full court pressure coming on for Maley, as it's Shapiro. As Maley trying to put Shapiro on ice, the handoff over to Sherwood, goes off the screen of Saw Lee. Sherwood steps up for a shot. That one falls well short. Into the hands, though, of Kylan Foster. And just a mental lapse there by the Cardinals, giving it right back to Fitch. As Maley tries to turn on the head of steam. Reverse layup and a finish to the oohs and ahs of the Falcon faithful. And it's a 4-point lead. Back up are the Falcons. Petro now trying to do some of his own. That one is blocked, though, by Foster. Sherwood tries to go coast to coast, looking for the foul, and they are going to come in late with the whistle. And Canfield going to pick that one up. As Canfield is Dylan Shapiro's the one that's going to pick it. As Shapiro picks up his second. Sherwood going to go to the line now for a pair. 90 seconds to go. As that one does rattle its way home, and it's a 5-point Falcon lead now. Sherwood goes 2 for 2. Falcons go back up by 6. As Petro has Finkley on him. As there goes Shapiro. Out to McElroy. McElroy drives baseline, tries to get it back out, and they're going to call the whistle. And a turnover, actually. I thought it was a foul down low. I thought maybe a little bit of contact, but no. They say stepping out of bounds at 1:09, I believe. And they're going to give that back to Fitch. At 65 seconds and ticking, Fitch gets the ball back. Maley is picking it up. Shapiro staying with him. Maley trying to put him on ice. Good job by Shapiro staying with Maley on that one, working it back out to Finkley. Finkley, and just getting the arm across was McElroy there, and they're going to call that one. As that is foul number 6. Next one will put Fitch in the single bonus with 49.4. Double bonus not really going to be in play much, you wouldn't think, unless you have the weirdest 49 seconds of fouls, string of fouls by one team. As Deshaun Vaughn has checked in, and now going to be inbounding it is Devin Sherwood. Sherwood to Deshaun Vaughn. You hear that a lot in the football realm, and you get it a little bit here on the basketball court as well. As Vaughn with Petro on him, as going across that screen, and I think they got Kylan Foster on the illegal screen. As Foster does get caught, I believe, with the illegal screen. As Foster gets the illegal screen, and the turnover goes back to the Cards. As Petro to McElroy. McElroy scanning the plane, tries to work it inside, as doubled late was Gerdick, as finding an opening and finding a bucket that time. Nice look by Slavin. Back within 4. 15 seconds. Maley. And the Falcons looking for the last shot of the half. Maley kicks out Sherwood. Extra pass, corner 3, Foster. can't finish. Second shot attempt, can't finish by Sherwood. And that'll do it for our first half of play. Did you expect anything else? A competitive first half by a couple of AAC teams. Fitch leading this one so far, 29-25 against Canfield. We have a whole other 16 minutes and a whole other half coming up right after this on ysnlive.com.
21 News.
Valley reaction. Why the police chief
expand
Reporters you trust.
Mahoning in trouble.
Wilmington restaurant.
Recovering from
Telling
a
more
broken
local stories.
A community in Niles.
here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
Here at the University of Dayton Center.
Because you expect
A storybook ending for the Kennedy
this evening. That will push away as we go
more
through.
local news.
in Mercer County
before they become life-threatening.
21 News. Locally owned. Locally connected.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
High-res futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Several strong bands of lake effect snow. Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
So if you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Canfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, I'm Colin.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half here at Austintown Fitch High School. Ty Bartell alongside with the call of this one between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Canfield Cardinals. Canfield currently with possession, trailing by 4, 29-25, Fitch leading. As starting off with possession, we said Shapiro had a full head of steam and kicked it out to Russo. Petro now. Petro works off the screen, gets over to Shapiro, swings it to the corner, and McElroy bring it back out to the top. Nice find to Gerdick. And Gerdick and McElroy. A perfectly facilitated pass in the half court, and Gerdick found an opening seam, and Fitch just lost sight of him, and I don't know how you do. He's 6'6", biggest guy on the court. Oh, stepping up and making a great shot, though, was Maley. With coverage, great shot by Maley. As Petro back over Russo. Russo off the screen, and they bring the trap over back to Petro. Petro has to dish to McElroy now. McElroy fakes the shot and now goes to his left. Tried to dish again to Gerdick. As just missing that pass to Gerdick on the interior. As Maley gonna bring up full head of steam. No one picked up Maley. Maley dishes out as Underwood takes it from mid-range, no good, as Sherwood tried to put the second chance up, and getting that pass in as knocked loose. Good defense by Canfield. Coast to coast, nice pass, nice finish. No, couldn't finish it. Shapiro does get the offensive board, getting him up in the air, getting the foul as he got Joe Roth airborne, as Eddie Russo with a nice fake there. He'll go to the line for a pair. Trying to bring this back within one possession. Russo now stepping to the line. Roth picking up the foul. It is his first. Scoring leader right now in the game is Jake Gerdick for the Cardinals. He has 12 points. On the other side, Deshaun Vaughn has 11 for Fitch. So both of those are your scoring leaders for each team. Second one is good, and a 2-for-2 trip for the Cards brings them back within 2. Vaughn now, Deshaun Vaughn, and couldn't get it over the iron. Russo now bringing it up under 6.5 and ticking. Russo dishes out, McElroy takes it distance, put it up and in, and what a shot by McElroy. Claiming their first lead in quite some time are the Canfield Cardinals. Now have it 32-31. Fitch looking for a response bucket. Maley goes baseline, backs out to Underwood. Underwood almost lost the handle. Has the mismatch, though, as Gerdick is on Underwood. Underwood going to try to put Gerdick on ice, trying to pick up late. Now gets out to Vaughn. Vaughn with Russo on him. Vaughn picks up the dribble at the shoulder, has to get back out to Sherwood. Finds Underwood on the wing. Underwood tries to find penetration. Able to block that one up, though, are the Cards. Doing it again, no, finding a seam and getting loose. Second chance attempt. You try it enough, you get it to work. Underwood finally finds a bucket, and Fitch finds a 1-point lead, rather. Exchanging of leads, back and forth now. Another lead change here, 5:20 and ticking. Canfield back with the ball. Russo matched up now with Roth. Russo works his way, tries to bleed it to the corner. Nice tip by Sherwood. Vaughn has it. Vaughn's running. Vaughn all the way finishes it. Oh my goodness, he is so hard to stop in transition. Vaughn with 13, Fitch with a 3-point lead. Under 5 to go here in the third. Quick, fast-paced action, not a whole lot of fouls. What a finish! Ryan Petro got some open hardwood, took full advantage of it, back within 1. Maley now. Shapiro is covering. Maley backs up to the half court, turns on the Jets. Screen was denied as getting around the Joe Roth screen. That time was Shapiro. Roth trying to find that opening, and it looks like they're going to call the blocking foul, and Petro can't believe it. As Petro picked it up, they do sub out. Not Petro, Eddie Russo. As Maley to be inbounding gets it to Underwood. Underwood goes baseline. Underwood tries to extend with the shot, getting it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Keep it with Fitch, alternating possessions. Canfield gets the jump ball and gets the possession arrow in their favor after this one, as does go back to Fitch. And Vaughn gets it in the corner. Vaughn now gonna back out. Look to set up from the outside, right on that wing. Now goes to the top of the key, dishes. Three-pointer up, Sherwood. A little bit too strong into the hands of Gerdick. And off of it is McElroy keeping his dribble. McElroy stepping into a three, taking a bounce, and it goes out of bounds. And McElroy trying to find his stroke from distance. Ball goes out of bounds, turnover back to the Falcons. 3:55 now. 35-34. Fitch leading it to Sean. Vaughn goes all the way, finishes it, count it, and one. Are you kidding me? Vaughn shaking his head and saying, I told you not to foul. Goes all the way up and finishes it. Impressive interior offense right now by Deshaun Vaughn Jr. He's got 15 on the evening. Fitch back up by 3. Of course, a 3-point lead means little. Offensive board, though, by Roth, and that is a big offensive board. Buys Fitch another possession, looking to take advantage. Underwood now says, I will. Turns a 1 into a 2, turns a 3 into a 5-point lead at 3:30. For Canfield, that's just 2 shots from distance. Gerdick kicking it right back out to Shapiro. Law of averages going to fall eventually, you would think, for the Cards. And these 3-pointers that they usually hit, you know one of them's bound to fall eventually. Taking it now from the wing. What did I tell you? Big 3-pointer by the Cards. That time, as they get that one right back within 2 of the Falcons. And never more than a 3 away from getting right back into it, you feel Canfield is. Sherwood has to dish back out. We're under 3 minutes to go in the third. Maley goes off that screen. Dishes back out to Underwood. Underwood has 12 on the evening. Underwood gets inside. Underwood with the finish. As they go to McElroy. McElroy goes attack inside, back out to Petro. Petro picked up by Maley. Out again to Slavin. Slavin to the mid-ranger. Gerdick can't finish. Rebounded by Vaughn at 2:15. Deshaun Vaughn. Sherwood now distance. In transition. They're feeling it as that one looks clean as Sherwood able to find the bottom of the net. It's a 7-point Falcon lead. Canfield has been able to work their way past this one, though, a couple of times this game. Let's see if they have another answer after the timeout. We'll be right back. YSNLive.com.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Welcome back, everybody. 2:08 to go in the third quarter of play. Canfield with possession, trailing by 7 to the Austintown Fitch Falcons. As Zane McElroy gets that one out to Petro. McElroy now looks to step into a shot. Oh, he got it. Right wing success from Zane McElroy as he's able to find it from distance. Back within 4 are the Cards. As Vaughn goes off the screen, Vaughn finds an opening. Vaughn draws the foul as contact down low. We'll see who they called on And they do call that one on Petro. As Petro, that is his third foul called. As it looks like substitution coming in here for the Cards. As the first one from Vaughn falls short, we'll look to go at least one of two, as checking out Dylan Shapiro. As we saw checking in first time, number 24, Ben Weaver, a 6'4" freshman. You heard that right, folks. 6'4" and a freshman. I don't know what's going on in the water over there at Canfield right now. As Petro, 92 seconds, McElroy finds that seam for a second, and whistle was blown on that one, and they're going to get Fitch for some contact here. Let's see who the foul is going to be addressed to. They're going to get that on Finkley, as only the second foul for the Falcons in the half. Canfield 3 themselves. It was of the shooting variety, so going to the line for a pair now is McElroy. First one, he able to get that one up and in. Minute 27. Canfield just got this back to a one-possession game. And it goes back, trims it some more to just a 2-point game after trailing by as much as 7 just about 40 seconds game time ago. That's what we said, game of runs. Canfield's never more than a couple shots away. Fitch has done a great job, though, of keeping the pressure on the Cardinals the entire game and not letting up. We knew this was going to be a great battle, though, to this point, and certainly these two teams, when they lock horns, do they rarely disappoint. As Maley gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn set his feet. Oh, you can't let him do it. You can't let him set his feet. He had a good look at it. He decided it was close enough for him to take a shot. He felt comfortable, found the bottom. Looking for a response now. McElroy. Oh, he says, anything you can do, I can do better. McElroy, Vaughn exchanging triples. Shot up on the other end. McElroy has it. Ball stolen away. No, a whistle is blown on the contact on the push. And I believe, let's see who they address this one to. It is going to be to Vaughn. So Deshaun Vaughn Jr. picks up number 3. As Marcel Finkley checking back in at 40.1. Allen Underwood checking in for Sherwood as well. Canfield trailing by 2 with possession, though, at 40.1. We see Petro bleeds to the backcourt, but maybe have showed his cards a little bit too early. Ball wasn't even in the hands yet, but they do go over to Petro anyway. Maley picks him up. Screen set, trying to just be a wrench, and the whole thing was Gerdick. Weaver now, the freshman with the ball, has to work it over to McElroy. McElroy goes to his left, switches back to his right, picked up his dribble, finds Petro as Saul Lee tries to go up, as Saul Lee does pick up the foul, got a little bit too much arm. Saul Lee trying to do a good job with the height disadvantage down low. But when they're able to just extend the ball above your capabilities of reaching it to where you're going to get a foul, it's what we say in basketball. You could teach a lot of things. You could teach skills. You could teach a lot of different things in the game of basketball. You can't teach height. Missed free throws, though, have been coming back to really haunt the Cardinals right now, as another one falls just shy. A couple substitutions coming in. Weaver, the freshman, coming in for some valuable varsity minutes. Going to get back onto the bench, though, as starting lineup coming back in, as the second one is up and good for the Cardinals. It's a 1-point game in favor of Fitch at 19.3 in the third. As Deshaun Vaughn Jr. at 13 and ticking, holding it for the last shot, presumably. Shapiro is on him. 6 seconds. As Vaughn gets it to Underwood. Underwood couldn't get the shot up before the clock expires. As boy, oh boy, pressure cooker going on, and we got 8 minutes till it's all ready and finished. 47-46, Fitch leading it. Who's coming out on top of this one? We'll find out right after this.
High-res futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Several strong bands of lake effect snow.
Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
So if you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
21 News.
Valley reaction. Why the police chief
expand before
Reporters you trust.
Mahoning and Trumbull
Wilmington restaurant
recovering from a
Telling
broken
more local stories
A community in Niles
here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
here at the University of Dayton.
Because you expect
A storybook ending for the
Roseville
Kennedy.
this evening. That will push away as we go through.
more local news.
in Mercer County.
Before they become life-threatening.
21 News. Locally owned. Locally connected.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the fourth quarter, Canfield trailing at 47-46 with possession to start. As this one has delivered in all fronts, as we expected this to be a good one, and they have not disappointed. Traveling violation is called, though, on Jake Gerdick, as he had the ball down low. They said he danced in the paint with it, and they send it back to the Falcons. As Gianni Maley with the ball, as time becoming a factor for both teams now. We're going to have a winner, as traveling violation on the other end now, as Maley turns it back over. Alternating turnovers in the first 28 seconds. Canfield has to take it the length. As Dylan Shapiro goes inside. Gerdick tries to use that power. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded Shapiro back out. Second chance attempt. Schneider able to finish. As Schneider taking the lead for Canfield here in the fourth by 148-47, 7:02. Inside, tried to get that one to Underwood, and he couldn't get the handle on it. Losing the handle on it, goes out of bounds. Canfield gets another possession, now leading it by one. Key possession coming up for the Cards, as Slavin, the one getting the ball. Bringing it up now is McElroy. Quickly passing, Shapiro inside, and that was beautiful execution to Gerdick. As Gerdick finishes promptly, leading by 3 now are the Cards. As Sherwood goes back over to Underwood. Underwood trying to go shake and bake, puts the shot up. Looks like getting a piece of that one. Might have been Gerdick on the shot up. It's been all Canfield here to start the fourth. Swing pass as Gerdick gonna take it himself. Can't finish as Underwood gets the rebound and able to knock that one loose, picking it up, getting it back out. Ending up with it now is Slavin. As McElroy, shake and bake, shot up, no good, rebounded, a fight down low as the alternating possession arrow points in favor of the Falcons. They get the ball back. As Deshaun Vaughn bringing it up, 5:50 and ticking in the fourth. As here goes Deshaun Vaughn, three-pointer up and in. Deshaun Vaughn looks like he's on a mission. 21 points on the night for Vaughn, all even up by 50. Try to get that steal, quickly getting the passing game going. Schneider out to Shapiro. Shapiro goes to his right. Shapiro goes inside, can't finish. Rebounded by Roth, handoff to Sherwood. Sherwood bringing it up, goes over Underwood. Underwood thought about baseline, backs out now. Has to get back out over to Sherwood. No leader right now, no sheriff currently, 5:09, 50-50 all. Gianni Maley out to Sherwood. Sherwood distance shot, can't find it there. Grabbing the rebound is McElroy. As McElroy over to Shapiro. Shapiro now with Underwood guarding. Back over to McElroy. Vaughn is on him, and they're going to call the illegal screen on Gerdick. As Gerdick, officials saying Gerdick used a little bit too much knee on that one is what the official was pointing out to. As Gerdick, they're going to get him with the illegal screen and send it back to the Falcons. Assuming that's what the official said, he pointed to the knee on it when Gerdick did ask for an explanation, thinking maybe he arched it out a little bit. As Deshaun Vaughn goes to Underwood. 50-50 is the score. Vaughn gets it back. Vaughn with a few jab steps now picks up the dribble. Vaughn gets him loose, three-pointer. Oh, are you kidding me? Deshaun Vaughn putting on a show, 24 points on the night, 3-point lead for Fitch. Cardinals looking for the response. It's usually been McElroy. McElroy getting swarmed though, tried to go inside and they are going to get Roth with the foul, grabbing contact inside to Gerdick. Fitch has actually, for being a smaller lineup, surprisingly has done a good job against a lot of bigger centers and forward type players, not only in the area but around it. But Gerdick has been an exception for someone that's gotten loose, can't finish there down low. As hurt down low though is Marcel Finkley. It's 5-on-4. They're gonna have to go injury timeout as Finkley hit the ground hard. As it might be a lower ankle injury. We're going to get an update on him. They're going to take a look at him, and we'll be back after this on ysnlive.com.
I enjoy the fact that I come to work every day. I'm proud of what I do, and I go home to my family, and I set a good example for my children. And to see that I'm able to help someone in the situation that I might have been in, it makes me feel really good about it. Take your time, make sure you're comfortable. So that way when you leave here saying, I'm not only happy about the car, I'm satisfied with my experience. I'm completely satisfied. I'm Greg Fonda, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Marcel Finkley hobbling, but he does get up and walks to the bench under his own power. Of course, we love to see all of our student athletes in perfect health, and we, of course, wish Finkley the best in all his future health and endeavors. We obviously hope to see him back out on the court ASAP as Fitch with the ball and a three-point lead, 3:50 and ticking in the fourth and final quarter of play here at Austintown Fitch High School. Gianni Maley works it to Roth. Roth goes back to Underwood off the screen of Roth. Now back over to Sherwood. Sherwood hands it back off to Deshaun Vaughn. Deshaun Vaughn trying to put him on ice, and a double dribble is called, and carry actually, excuse me. Carrying the ball is what the official called, and it's a turnover. Big turnover, though, for Fitch as Canfield now with an opportunity to get right back into this one. Down by 3:15 and ticking now. Petro has to hand off to McElroy. Gerdick has it at the top of the key, bringing Roth out. As Gerdick starts to fade, you see, after the handoff to Shapiro. As McElroy, and a whistle is blown and I believe it was a 60-second timeout called by Canfield is what it was. Coach McElroy and the Cardinals want to talk things over for a full timeout. We'll take a timeout right there with them. Be back right after this.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are out of the full timeout of Canfield. 2:53, Cards trailing by 3. With possession, though, Petro. Deshaun Vaughn on him. Gets it back out over to Slavin. Slavin finds Petro now. McElroy. Back to Shapiro. Shapiro gets it back out to Slavin. As that three-pointer is up, misses that one just barely. Maley able to get the rebound after the missed three-point attempt by McElroy. As Gianni Maley looks to be, as they're going to have to take a timeout. I was going to say Gianni Maley looked to be wincing in pain, bringing that ball up court. Physical game this has been, back and forth, as both these teams full of good athletes, and they're a little bit physical in nature as well, as they're going to take a full timeout. Will the Falcons on the other end? We'll see, get an update on Gianni Maley's health, and we'll see what's going on. Just to take a real quick 30-second break, thank our partners over at Sheely's.
Celebrate the new year during our 2-week event with giveaways, savings, and special financing. Visit Sheely's December 27th through January 8th for our annual New Year's event. Come in and register to win one of 30 prizes totaling over $27,000, including gift cards for furniture, appliances, accessories, and more. Don't miss out December 27th through January 8th. Register to win plus 12-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
2:11 remains. Austintown Fitch with the ball, as Gianni Maley has checked out temporarily. We'll see what the injury is. We'll have to get an update from the Falcons and Coach Beanie on that one. 2:05 and ticking. Fitch leading by 3. Looking for a dagger shot if they can get it, as Sherwood back over to Vaughn, back to Sherwood. And they feed it to Vaughn. Vaughn tries to attack now, gets it out to Underwood. Underwood now backs out. Underwood able to get past defenders. Underwood takes it all the way, can't finish it. Rebound, no, goes out of bounds, stays with the Falcons at 1:41. As Falcons will have to inbound at the baseline. As they get that one out to Vaughn. Vaughn to the corner. As baseline now, Roth gets to Foster, finds Sherwood. Sherwood 3, can't finish. Roth with the rebound. Roth with the finish. Doesn't get a whole lot of points in the box score. When he does, he makes them impactful. Big bucket down low. Responding right away, though, was Gerdick. Full timeout called by McElroy. Fitch had a cup of coffee with a 5-point lead before Canfield took it right back, as they get it right back within 3 at 1:18. Oh boy, a 60-second timeout called by Coach McElroy and the Cardinals. And looking at this one too, you got 78 seconds to virtually make something happen. Fitch will have possession. Canfield gonna have to, question becomes, does Canfield decide to go foul now? And if you are gonna try to foul, the problem is right now the Cards only with 4 fouls committed. They're going to need to commit at least 3 more to get Fitch in that single bonus and send them to the line. Obviously, a minute 18 is a generous amount of time for Fitch to try to bleed off of the clock. So Canfield either looking for a defensive stop here, or they're going to have to try to foul if they want to go that route. But I don't think Coach McElroy can really afford to foul that many times in a row, but we'll see. As foul trouble, we'll look at his team. There's a couple players in Petro that has 3, as well as Shapiro, that you don't want to afford losing. Underwood had the mismatch, brought it all the way down. Minute 10 and ticking. Underwood with McElroy on him. Underwood goes all the way, can't finish it. Grabbing the rebound is Sherwood, as trying to get it. No, timeout was taken, I believe, by Austintown Fitch. No, they're going to call a foul. I thought that was a timeout by Fitch. No, they're calling the foul on Dylan Shapiro. And the third foul, that does bring Canfield up to 5 total. 5 for both teams. Both teams 2 fouls away from the single bonus. Only 61 seconds remain, though, in this game. As Vaughn gets it, and they're going to foul him immediately. So now McElroy, Coach McElroy, will, you would think, decide to go fouls now, as that is 6, and next one puts him in the single bonus. There's 60 seconds left on the clock. With the rate that Canfield makes 3-pointers, though, they can get themselves back in this one. As Vaughn looking to get that pass, and a whistle blown, and they're going to call a timeout. And it's going to be Coach Beanie, as Coach Beanie takes a 60-second timeout. Wants to talk this ever-important possession over with 54 and a half left in this game. We'll take one of our final timeouts right there with them. Be back after this.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Welcome back, everybody. 54 and a half seconds remain in the 4th quarter of play. Fitch leading by 3 with possession over Canfield. Sherwood going to be inbounding from the sideline. Got it into Vaughn, and the foul was committed immediately by Eddie Russo, as Russo picks up his second at 53 seconds exact. Going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity as Deshaun Vaughn Jr. Deshaun Vaughn has 24 on the evening. He is the game's leading scorer. Dylan Shapiro has checked back in. He's checking in for Eddie Russo. As Vaughn, the first of the 1-and-1 is good, and that does put Fitch up by 4. As now looking to go 2 of 2 now, earned his second opportunity, and Vaughn takes advantage of it. Up by 5 now is Fitch. Canfield looking for the Hail Mary plays now, as clock is not on their side. Shapiro out to Gerdick, finds Petro. Petro, distance shot, no good. Rebounded though by Canfield into the hands of Fitch, and Deshaun Vaughn has it. As Vaughn, looks like contact was initiated there by Canfield. Vaughn gonna go to the line, it looks like, for another 1-and-1. They're going to call that one on Ryan Petro. That is 4 fouls now for Petro. Deshaun Vaughn can put Fitch up by as much as 3 possessions in this one if he's able to convert both in a 1-and-1 opportunity. Obviously, the first one ever so important, and that one puts Fitch up by 6, and that one gives Deshaun Vaughn 27 on the evening. Second one does fall short as Canfield gonna have to take it the length. That one was tipped by Vaughn and out of bounds at 25.1. Vaughn tried to cleanly steal it. Canfield still only 2 triples technically away, and that's not a whole lot for them, but they have to work quickly, 24 seconds. They got NBA shot clock left. Zane McElroy had to hoist a deep one up, couldn't finish. Shapiro gets it back out. Gerdick distance shot. He puts it up and in. Timeout called by Coach McElroy at 13.9 as the Falcons are back within, or Cardinals, excuse me, back within 3 at 13.9 to go. This will be our final timeout here on ysnlive.com. Don't go anywhere. We got the finish after this.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Welcome back, everybody. 13.9 remains on the clock. Austintown Fitch up 58-55. Canfield just hit a big 3. Jake Gerdick was responsible for it. That gave him 20 points on the evening. Fitch with possession, needing to get this one inbounded with the single bonus, too, at 8 fouls. So not going to be in the double bonus at least until 10. Fitch needing to inbound this, though, desperately. Looking to go somewhere. Sherwood goes deep to Vaughn and stepping out of bounds and going back Cardinals' way at 12.9. So all of a sudden, Fitch now has given Canfield an opportunity to tie the ball game down by 3. At 12.9, Cardinals looking for some magic in Austintown Fitch High School. Gonna have to take it across half court, not a whole lot of time. As fouling initially, and that was a foul to give by the Falcons. It does bring their foul total up to 6. So the question becomes, Fitch can foul again and force Canfield into a 1-and-1. We'll see if they decide to do so. Petro does get it in. 8 seconds and ticking. Knocked loose by Sherwood, out of bounds, and they're going to say that one. Let's see, the whistle was blown, and they're going to say it was a foul, excuse me. So they did get some hand, and now going to the line, Harry Slavin. 1-and-1 opportunity for Canfield. Needing to hit some free throws here. First one does rattle its way home. 6.3 seconds to go. Slavin with another shot attempt. 58-56, Fitch leading it. Puts that shot up, and they're going to call the whistle blown, send it back to the Falcons. Lane violation was called on the Cardinals. Can't technically step into the lane before it hits the iron. And I believe they said his foot was in the lane. I believe that was the call on the floor. And we'll obviously try to get confirmation, but the turnover at 6 seconds, and it's a 60-second timeout with 6 seconds to go. Fitch now with possession, leading by 2, and got to get the ball in, and Canfield had the opportunity. They forced the turnover by the Falcons as Sherwood was forced to throw a Hail Mary pass to Deshaun Vaughn, almost like they were back out on the football field instead of the hardwood. But the Falcons desperately cannot afford a turnover here. Canfield going to be working extra hard to try to create one. Can still foul Fitch and put him in at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. But at this point, I don't know how many more fouls you can afford to give, as the clock is not on Canfield's side right now at 6 seconds even. Inbounding will be Sherwood again. And working to get loose goes to Underwood, and Underwood gets fouled after a 1.1 seconds. Ticks off the clock. As the game is a game of free throws at this point. Out of timeouts is the Cardinals, as Canfield can't stop the clock, but they're hoping for at least a miss. Underwood looking to at least get one up and in. That one is a big one, as it will at least put the Falcons up by 3. Next one, you don't want to say would be absolutely detrimental, but it would be very, very tough for Canfield to muster something up. At the 4-point deficit, they empty the box, and Underwood goes 2 of 2. 4-point lead. Petro brings it up, heads off of a few Falcons, and with 1.4, Canfield going to have to inbound the basketball baseline. Getting it out, setting it up for a 3. McElroy puts it up and in, but at that point, just like Glen Oak, the 3-pointer comes a little too late as the Falcons escape a big, big game, conference game, 60-59 over Canfield. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Basketball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with YSU football as well as Bob Scene Park Baseball and YSNLive.com, the whole Mahoning Valley and YSN Live would not know what to do without Steve Leslie, and so we always thank him. But most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and help support these kids, these schools, and these communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. So we thank you. As the game was brought to us and brought to you by our lovely Falcon students over here at Austintown Fitch. If you were tuning in from the Canfield area supporting your Cardinals, we welcome you in and say hello and welcome. If you are right here in Austintown, always supporting your Falcons, we of course say hello and welcome to you, or wherever you may be in high school basketball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.